Hi, this is Phil Yanov, and I've got the Galaxy S3 here. I mean, probably the most hotly anticipated phone in a long while, and I'll tell you what, I think the wait was absolutely worth it. It's a beautiful phone. I like this thing a lot. You know, and we don't get into all of the technical details. I mean, that's not my kind of thing. What I'm saying is, do you have a phone that's good, that's usable, that's pretty to look at, that does the job? And this absolutely does the job for you. First off, I think you got a great looking display on it, and you know, there's probably out there some technology that looks even better, but I mean, it's not a Retina display, but it's an awfully good looking display. It stays lit very well. One of the things I've liked about this, and of course this is running the latest version of the Android OS. You know, it's got, of course, the swipe to open it up, but I mean, one of the things these guys have done is they've taken the apps that you're most likely to use, you can dock them down at the bottom, and a simple swipe up on that, and it'll actually go straight to that app. So that means, for example, as you can see right here, I can go and bring the camera up directly on the phone. I mean, just a simple swipe from the lock screen. So I like that an awful lot. One of the things we're always concerned about is how is battery life on these phones, and you know, with a new version of Android, they've of course built that capability down into the OS at such a level that it really works, and that if you leave the phone idle for a while or locked up in a briefcase or whatever, it actually extends the battery life. I mean, the thing goes into a sleep mode that makes sense. And I love that. So there's no rules, there's no fuss, there's no muss. It actually just does an intelligent thing when you need the battery life like that. Other stuff here, of course, you know, this is the Samsung Galaxy S3. This is the Verizon Wireless version of the phone. A lot of folks always fuss about the additional software that's on the phone. I mean, you've got certainly got that here as well. Really no way to get rid of it, but it's one of those things, you know, I just kind of learned to ignore that, and hopefully you could learn to do it as well. But there's lots of good stuff on here. The apps look great. As you can see, as I go through back here on the screen, we go through, if I flip through the screen one to the other, I mean, very fast, very responsive, no lag. You know, I've loaded all my favorite apps on it. You know, I'm a big fan of Evernote, and that one is an app that, of course, that can use a fair amount of horsepower on your phone. It does great on here. Again, it's very responsive to the touch, syncing, so forth. Everything works really well. Allows me to take pictures, put them down inside of a note. I mean, again, the phone is working in that regard. Camera, 8 megapixel. I'll post pictures online. I've been very happy with how those have turned out as well. Other apps, other things that I've seen on the phone that I liked a lot. You know, the account management on it, I think, is getting better as time goes by. So you can add, you know, multiple Twitter accounts, multiple Gmail accounts, etc., LinkedIn, and all that kind of stuff. Have those accounts sort of put back in have those contacts all pulled together in one place. All in all, I think, you know, cell phones, smartphones, clearly almost one of those things that you got to find out what works best for you. You know, I've recently played with the latest of the HTC phones, and I just think this phone is the one for me. If I were buying a phone today, this is the phone that I would get. Really love this Samsung Galaxy S3 from Verizon Wireless.